Today is May 2nd, and I just trimmed up my hops again, trimmed the bines down. I have 3 lines of clothesline, and I have 2 bines of these Willamette hops on each line, and also trimmed up the bottom foot of leaves so the airflow is improved down there, and it keeps away the fungus and spider mites and wet conditions. And then these are my nugget hops. They grow very prolifically and they're almost invasive. So I trimmed all that up. There's 2 lines of 3 bines each, and I have the bottom 2 feet on these since they're longer, trimmed up. So my Willamette hops are 3.5 to almost 4 feet already. It's been maybe a month maximum since they started growing. A couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks to a month. And my nugget hops, the tip up there is 7 feet, and that one's almost 7 feet. So these grow really fast, almost it seems like a foot a day. And I broke off one of the bines tips, growth tips, the other day. I was trying to wrap it around and it snapped. They're tender sometimes, but it'll actually start growing. You see the node down there, these 2 lateral shoots, they'll actually start growing. They'll start growing in place of it. So I'll probably trim one back and then let the other one grow, and then probably, cut this down to the bottom there so there's not an extra stem there. But they grow pretty fast though. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to show you. It's just a quick update. There's nothing in my garden yet. I'm about to put some stuff in. I have just right here is just bark mulch, nothing fancy. It keeps down the weeds. I usually spray the weeds with weed killer about a month ago, and then I put mulch on top of them. This is just ground regular dirt under the mulch here, but under there, the walkway there, I guess if you want to call it a walkway, it's actually got that black plastic tarp weed barrier stuff. So then the rest is dirt. Still don't have anything planted in these 2 hills. This is a weed here. I think I'm gonna get some hops to put in these. I won't get any hops out of them this year, but they'll establish the roots. So I might get a couple feet of bines, but not that much. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, it's really sunny out today. So we just had a rain a couple days ago. It rained for like 2 days, and now it's really sunny and hot, and yeah, so that's it. Okay, these are my peppers and tomatoes and the tomatillos that I hardened off almost 2 weeks ago. So So they're pretty much ready for the ground any day now. Just got to make sure it doesn't get too cold out. These are all peppers on this side, if you can't tell, and these are the tomatoes. The leaves are different. And then that's a tomatillo. I guess a week ago I had some kind of white like spots on my leaves, and I was thinking maybe it was sunburn, but I was thinking maybe it has aphids or something, you know, because they'll suck the life out of a plant real quick. But I did top a couple of these to get a little bushier growth. So I don't know if you see that. It's a little blurry, but I topped these. Actually, I filmed these, I think. But if I find a flower bud on them, I usually pinch them out or chop the top off, and then it'll grow out a little bit bushier. But I can't really do that with tomatoes, but I can do that with peppers. But some of these leaves, they're not looking too good. But overall, the plant is okay. It's just a couple leaves aren't gonna make it. But I think they're very possibly root bound. So I'm gonna address that soon. I was thinking maybe if I can hold out a little longer and put them in the ground. This is the type of weather right now I can put them in the ground. But other than that, I'd have to repot them or just let them hold out. Hopefully they don't get stunted. So, but that's the update on my outdoor stuff. I do have grapes over here. I don't know if... yeah, they're budding. I planted this rootstock. This is a Mars grape. It's like a blackish red grape, I guess. I planted this rootstock a couple years ago, and I haven't got any grapes out of it. So it might be a couple more years or so to get some more growth on it and stuff. So that's that. And then here's the, this is all white grape. Not sure what kind of grape. I just know I've made wine out of it before, and it's pretty good stuff. Sweet. It does contain seeds, obviously, and the pulp and all that. Actually, look at there. I don't know if it'll zoom or focus. Anyway, there's tiny little grapefruit set on it. Right there. So it's probably really blurry. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, this thing goes the whole way up into that tree. So that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you later. Here's my elderberries. I almost forgot about them. If you don't know what an elderberry is, it's just a type of berry. I can't tell you much else. There's elderberries, gooseberries, marionberries, a bunch of berries you'd never hear of before. But raspberries, blackberries, they're all berries. But there's growth. They're not flowering yet. But yeah, this one usually, they're both a couple years old, and they both do bear fruit, but that one really bears a crazy ton of fruit. And this one still bears, but it doesn't bear as much, but it still bears, I guess. No flowering yet. We usually put There's that frame over there. We usually put that up, and then we put bird netting over top of it because the birds really like to get to them before I do, and I've been waiting a couple years to get some elderberries to make wine, and the birds always get to them before I do. So last year I picked a couple berries, but I didn't get enough ripe ones to make, you know, even a little wine. So it takes a bunch of berries just for even 1 gallon of wine, which is only 5/5. It's like a bottle. A fifth is a gallon, so 1/5 of a gallon. But you know, these elderberries, they get this big white flower head on them. It almost looks like a baby's breath almost. I don't know if you know what that means or is, but it almost gets one of them looking flower heads on it, and then it turns green berries into black colored berries, and when they're black they're ripe. So you don't want to eat them when they're still green, because the plant does have cyanide in it, so just trace amounts. But you can get sick off of it, I guess. But that's it for now. This is my inside plants. The light's kind of spectrum making it hard to see, but it's pretty much my basil. These are my new peppers that I've had. There's a tomatillos and a Tabasco. There's basil. This is all topped, so it's starting to bush out like it should. These were all topped. I don't think I had maybe a couple that I haven't topped yet. But there's my orange hab, looking pretty good, healthy, no bugs or anything. My bigger stuff's back here. This one's getting a little bud on it, so I might have to top that. There's some buds back here. I've topped that one already. This one right here. I'll have to top it again. If we come back to this one's been femmed. There's a difference between femming and topping. Femming is, top means pretty much cut the stem right above the node, and the node will actually sprout 2 shoots, which is what that is. See, that's where it was cut. Right there, my middle finger. And then these 2 grew. Femming is kind of cutting it right on the node, and it ends up not only growing 2 branches back, but it grows 4. It starts bushing out all over the place. So I was just a little experiment to see what happens. So kind of like it. Yeah, that's it for up here. Down here, I got the lights on them, so you can't really see them that well, but these are mostly all habaneros. There's like 3 back there that aren't habaneros, but all the rest are either the habaneros. There's a cayenne, well, the baby cayenne, and white habanero, mustard hab, Tasmanian, Santa Fe Grande is a type of jalapeno, I believe. Paprika. This thing right here is a 7-pot, a yellow 7-pot, so I'm like excited about that one. That one right there is a yellow Scotch bonnet. That's a giant jalapeno. That one right there is a paprika. This one right here is a Tabasco. It's kind of stunted. Most of them back there are all, you know, the taller ones are all habaneros back there. There's Takanatsumi. There's a chocolate hab. There's a fatale, looking good. Yellow Scotch bonnet back here in the corner. There's a daddle right there, or daytail, however you want to say it. Another one, Tasmanian hab. And I think there's a pumpkin hab. Daddle, Santa Fe Grande, fatale, orange hab. Sorry if my camera's a little shaky. I water them about once a week still, so it stays like 80 degrees in here consistently. It might go up or down 5 degrees. So here's my flowers, my Gaillardia and Columbine flowers. So Gaillardia on the left, Columbine on the right. And then here's my cucumbers, or my mom's cucumbers. Some of them dried up. I had to transplant them, so maybe they had root damage or whatever. I know they were definitely soaking wet, so it wasn't like they were dried, you know. They were definitely watered. But I guess the strongest ones will survive, so I gotta thin them out a little more. There's still a couple in there that I gotta thin out, but then we'll hopefully get them outside into some hills soon. As far as, I don't have nothing in the window today. It's open though. I still got my little tray down here. There's one that popped up. I'm not sure what it's called. At the top of my, oh, here it is. Okay, so this one is, that is a chocolate hab. Sorry, my screen's like a little blurry for some reason. But most of them, about half of them, have sprouted, and they're in the cups now. I'm just waiting. Like the Butchalokias are back there. There's a Jamaican habanero back there. And this one right here is the pimento or cherry. So I haven't got any of those yet. But I got, out of all the rest, I got at least one plant of each. So I'm gonna take good care of them. These were all the seeds that I harvested, so I don't know if they weren't just viable or what's going on with them, or else they're just stubborn. I haven't seen anything from them yet. I think I did see one of these Butchalokias back here. It had its taproot started, but it actually hasn't sprouted per se. But only time will tell. I mean, they can take up to a month to sprout. So that's it though. That's my update. Hope you enjoyed it. I got all them, so there's a little view. And then lilac bush outside.